What's up, you guys? I'm watching a new show, and I find it very important to know my history, the history of this country, and things that have gone on and are going on. I'm watching a show called The Order on HULU, starring Jude Law and Journey Smollett. And the MMC and the FMC are FBI agents in the 80s. Now, apparently this is taken from a true story of episodes that have happened. I don't have that information right here in front of me in the car. I'm just on my lunch break. And one thing that really stuck out to me is what is having me to make this video. So, they're tracking down a white supremacist group who have made threats against the government, whom they consider to be a cult. Making some of the same claims that are being made today. And instead of the Mexicans took our jobs, at this point, it's the nigger took our jobs. So pretty much, the same thing they're spewing. But I will admit that some of the things they're saying about the government, I totally agree with, just don't agree with the way they went about dealing with it. So they're robbing banks to fund their white supremacist movement. There was some murders, there were some executions, things of this nature. What really stuck out to me and really has me on a mission today is that, how people say the Communist Manifesto was a handbook for certain things, and there are certain books that have been, removed from the public or banned or whatever because of the message that they send. There is a book that they use that apparently was just taken off of Amazon either last year or the year before. It's called The Turner Diaries. The Turner Diaries was written by a white supremacist, of course. But I want to read it because I want to know what's in it, because I believe the first battle plan is to know the plan of the enemy. And we are at war, so we need a battle plan. And I know we joke, all the time about, America going to hell in a handbasket. Meanwhile, black people don't give a fuck because we didn't vote for him. And we out here learning line dances. And we are. I switched up. I was learning salsa yesterday off YouTube Academy. But the thing that stuck out is that I want to read this book and I can't find it anywhere. And while banning books is a way to censor information, so you don't want black people to know they were great. You don't want black people to know that there were white people who were not so great in the history of this country. So you ban books. But another reason to ban books is to hide information. And they're hiding the information now of their plan. Why are they not, Amazon supports the president, don't they? They're following through with his DEI practices. So why is that book gone? Because when I went to buy it, the first thing that I learned was that it was available on Amazon until just recently, either 2024 or 2023, where they have gotten rid of this book. I need to get my hands on it, so if anybody's ever heard of it or knows where I can get one, and somebody said the library, and I'm gonna check, but I just feel like if it's a banned book, then the library wouldn't have it because the library is federally funded. So I don't know that would be the case. But I am looking for the book, The Turner Diaries, because I want to know what they're doing. I want to know what the plan is. And according to this movie, they took their entire plan from this book. So, and the guy, one of the main antagonists in the story, he's reading this book to his son as a bedtime story. And we all know that hate and white supremacy and those ideals are planted in children at a young age. So he's reading this to his little boy as a bedtime story. So I want to know what's in it. I want to know what it says, because I want to know what the next part of the plan is. And that 900 pages of, what is it, something 2025. I can't even remember what it's called now, but I'm still trying to work through that, because that's 900 pages. But again, I feel the need to read it because I need to know what the enemy is planning. And the ridiculous thing about the enemy in this country, that is hate and white supremacy and oppression, they always tell you They always tell you. They still believe the old adage, if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. Well, I've never been a nigga. I've always been a black person. And as a black person, I read a lot. So you're not going to get nothing over on me. Come and read it. So y'all can hide this book, but I'm going to find it. Somebody got it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to find out what it is. I feel like Jada Pinkett in Kingdom Come. All it takes is a little thought, Joey. All it takes is a little thought. I'm going to find out. And that is where I am right now. So if anybody has ever heard of this book or knows where I can get my hands on it, please let me know. I'm sure somebody is watching me because I've been searching it on my phone all day. So I'm sure I'm under surveillance of some kind. I don't give a shit. Never have. I want to know what you know, and I want to know what you're going to do with it. So I want to read it. So that's where I am now. But it's a good show. I mean, aside from that, I love Journey. I think she's a phenomenal actress. And I mean, she does get her flowers, but I feel like a lot of people that I follow, that I enjoy, are a bit unsung. And they don't get the full lavishing of attention on their work that they should, because they work hard and they give us quality. And I'm like, Journey been doing this since she was a cute little smart mouth kid. And I loved her then, and I love her now, and I think she just does amazing work. And I think it just goes, I don't hear people talking about it as much as I hear them talking about other artists and other entertainers. And I can say in the last, has it been 10 years? Probably. From Underground to Lovecraft Country to HULU, and now this, what did I say it was called? The Order. All this is like quality, in-depth work. It's not no shallow surface type of stuff that she is doing. Journey is doing amazing work, and I think that some respect need to be put on her name. And then she has a new show coming in June or July, which is going to be on Apple TV. But just like I said, she does Eve's Bayou. She does amazing work, and I don't think she gets the recognition that she should. And I'm telling y'all, I don't have no life. I don't do nothing but read, write, eat, sleep, go to work, take care of my child, and watch TV. This is it. So with that little bit of stuff in there in my life, that what I do, I'm not just sitting back watching trash. I'm watching quality television. I'm telling y'all what the quality is. Everybody always like, hey, what should I watch? What should I watch? I didn't give y'all a whole list. I didn't give y'all a list to take you through the next 2 weeks if you work and you're busy like I am, because you can't sit down and watch everything the way you want to. I gave you at least 2 weeks worth of material to watch. If you ain't seen that, you're probably gonna need, I don't know, you might need a little bit more. We only got one season of Lovecraft Country, and I feel like we were so cheated because Matt Rupp wrote a second book. I feel like we were so cheated. But I think the masses, the colonizers, the oppressors, they fear Misha Green. They fear Misha Green. That's the only thing I can come up with. They fear Misha Green, because if you look at Underground and you look at Lovecraft Country and you tell me that power and that uprising that she gives us, that there were so many in our ancestry that had that spirit, but I don't think they like it when she put it on TV. I don't. I feel like they fear her. They fear the message. More importantly, they fear people are going to listen and people are going to use it as an example, and they get rid of her. So we got 2 seasons of Underground and 1 season of Lovecraft Country, and I think that those 2 of those shows, they were 2 of the most powerful representations I've seen in the slave era of the African American on television. Because I know a lot of people, I don't watch all them slave movies. Don't nobody want to see that. Yes, sir. No, sir. Massa. Getting whooped. Being treated like dogs. These were not that. In Lovecraft Country, I mean, it time travels, but it wasn't slavery. It was more Jim Crow and segregation. But, hey, if you're looking for something to watch, there you go. Lou was just amazing. That was just a good show. And now The Order, because we in the same situation. I don't know what happened in the 80s. They had them folk in an uproar, but I know what's going on today, and it's the same thing. We like on Hitler 3.0 at this point. World War III is brewing. That's all I'm saying. And I want to read the Turner Diary. So if anybody got an in on it, let me know.